Hey, I'm back. It's me. I'm just getting over my fourth round of COVID. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm a little plugged up, but that's not abnormal at my age. Metamucil usually fixes it, but in this case. Anyways, we're going to do something a little different today. I have had some interesting situations in the last week, actually. I wore the mask, of course, because I had to run out. I'm not contagious anymore, and I needed some food because obviously I look like I'm wasting away. Not. So I went to the grocery store, and I took my grandma with me. Sweetest old lady in the world. My God, wonderful, salt of the earth. So we're done shopping. We get into the lineup. The lineup's moving gradually along, and then the person in front of us wasn't paying attention. They were on their phone doing whatever. So my grandma taps her on the shoulder and says, excuse me, sir, because, it's your turn to move up in the line. Well, I'll be goddamned. This person turned around, looked at my grandma, and said, excuse me, sis. My grandma looked up at me. I looked back at her and I said, I don't know what Dad's been up to. If you got another sister that we don't know about, I don't want to know about it now. But that wasn't what it was. It was CIS. That's how sis is spelled, apparently. It's a new word for a regular woman. A regular woman. So Grandma was a little bit taken aback, And I said, because I could see that Grandma was a little bit flustered, I said to the person that was standing there, I said, well, excuse me, but I understand that you have, the right to call yourself whatever you want. No, it's not a matter of what I want to call myself. It's a matter of who I am. I got to respect that because I'm who I am. And God knows, not everybody likes me, but I still call myself a woman. So this woman, she says to me, she says, I am obviously a woman also. I am a transgender female. Okay, I appreciate that. So I said to her, well, excuse me, but I happen to identify as a black, gay, albino male. Thinking I got her good, right? Or got them good. So the person says to me, well, damn it all. I got a grandfather that has the same thing. And he identifies with the same name. Shit. That one didn't work, did it? It's a challenge. I'm telling. I have no disrespect for people. Can be whatever they want. But the thing that really worries me at my age is that it's not going to be long before I have to wear a name tag and be around a lot of mirrors to remember who the hell I am, to remember my name. And I mean, there's so many names. Oh my God. It's pansexual, it's transsexual, it's metro, it's non-binary, it's gender neutral, and then the they and them and him, and I'm confused. I'm accepting, but I'm confused. And you got to excuse us people if we don't get it all the time. I mean, I'm 60 some odd years old, And I mean, I've been calling myself a woman and a lady and a female all my life. And now you're going to call me sis? Okay, well, spell it S-I-S if you're going to call me that, because other than that, I am a W-O-M-A-N. And I'm okay with that. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing to be an average, normal, everyday woman. It's not. And it's not bad to be any other kind of woman. But just spell it S-I-S if you want to call me sis. That'd make my life a lot easier. It gets harder as you get older, to accept things. It's not that we don't want to accept things. I mean, people with mental illness situations have enough trouble just navigating their way to the kitchen from their bedroom sometimes. So, we're gonna fuck it up once in a while. Don't be so hard on us. Don't be going on. I'm watching TikToks and I'm watching all those things, and people are ripping people new ones all the time about, calling someone miss or sir, and they're not a miss or a sir. They're a pangender or whatever. And it's not that we're disrespectful. It's that, oh my God, it's a whole new language. Like Webster's Dictionary, I've heard, is also, or has, slightly altered some words already. So you need to give people time, I guess. But like I said, don't call the popo if we call you, he or she or sir or ma'am, because we don't mean any disrespect at all. No, we got enough. I got enough stuff to worry about. I really do. I mean, it gets tough as you get older. Everything's so damn expensive now. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. Do you want to see my retirement home? Do you want to see it? It's beautiful. It's great color. It's going to stand out like a sore freaking thumb. See that? That's what you call a tiny house. And this house is affordable. I only had to get a $10 loan to buy the paint and the sparkles. I did all the work myself, renovated it, did the whole thing. Inside's empty, but that's okay, really. I got neuropathy that's working its way up from my feet all the way up probably to my forehead. So sleeping on the floor, I'm going to feel it anyway, honey. So you let me know. I sell those houses, actually. Many different colors. You can choose your color. They're quite grand. Yeah. You can buy them. Just let me know. Just, write me a note in the comment section and I'll whip one up for you. Sure. Yeah. Maybe we can have a tiny house community. Wouldn't that be nice? It would be nice for me. Because I'll tell you, I can't even put gas in my car. Well, a little bit, but no, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough for regular folk, for people that, don't have any sort of mental illnesses and that cope very easily with changes and make their way through life and are successful in their jobs. Even people with mental illnesses, though. I'm not going to say everybody is jobless and living in poverty, and no, I'm not going to say that. Do you know, there's, if you talk to some of the homeless people, I talk to anybody, because I think everybody is somebody, right? Somebody's son, somebody's daughter, doesn't matter. Everybody is somebody. And if you talk to them, they all have a story. Some of them are a little high on meth or crack and they can't quite tell you right now, but they all have a story, They maybe one paycheck away from poverty, which I think a lot of people are. They can't pay their rent. There's no help to be had in the government. I think for a single person in Alberta, for like a monthly help from the government to get on your feet if you lose your job or whatever, is $790. Right? Let's see, that's 2 trips to the dollar store and maybe some paper towels and a blue tarp to cover yourself up, because you're probably going to be sleeping on the street. But that's just the way life is. So we need to be better, guys. We need to fight. We need to fight through this crap that we're going through. We just have to. We have to ask people for help. We have to climb out of it when we can. And you know what? Sometimes when we can't, that's okay too. Take a minute. We all need a minute. Every single person needs a minute. Doesn't matter who you are. We all need to regroup at some point in time. So it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. And another thing that this really, really means a lot to me when I say this is, we aren't always going to remember what people, the words that people use toward us. but we're going to always remember how those words made us feel. I'm not sure if I said that in the last one, but that is so, so true. We're not going to remember the exact words that you said to hurt us, but we're going to remember how it made us feel. Right? And I, for one, you can read me a monologue and I'll pick out the one negative thing in the monologue and I'll focus on that one negative thing, and I won't even hear the rest of the monologue. Depends who's telling the monologue, but. And then, you know what else I want to mention to you is, I don't know about you, but I have a really hard time sleeping sometimes, right? Like insomnia is crazy. It's just nuts. The rolling thoughts, right? Just da-da, da-da, da-da. One thought leads to another and another and another and another. But, you look at the clock and it's like 4 o'clock and you're going, shit, I got to be up in 2 hours to go to work. I have like a 12-hour day, right? Panic sets in. Can't take a sleeping pill because then you'll be napping on your desk and your boss is going to come and kick your ass out of the office. So, believe it or not, I have some headphones, and I try meditation online. Jason Stevenson, one of my favorites. So I try that. Try to relax myself. Try to get in that great space. We all try to get in that great space. You just kind of let everything go. If that doesn't work, my go-to is actually a song by a group called Disturbed. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but this is part of my journey, so I think I am. And it's the most powerful song. And David Draymond just kicks the heck out of it. And it's a heavy song, and I crank it as loud as I can so that I can stop thinking about what I have to do tomorrow and next week and who's going to do what to who and what I'm going to, So I just crank it up, and it's called The Sound of Silence, which I also don't know if I'm allowed to say, but part of my journey, right? And I crank it up, and that song, it just clears everything out. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. Give it a listen. Doesn't matter how old you are. Give it a listen. It's an amazing song. The video, too. I watch the video with it sometimes, but it really helps to settle me, believe it or not. I like to listen to AC/DC. I like to listen to the Stones. I love country, but I think that the group Disturbed and Pink, probably the best artists in my eyes for my sleepless nights, really. Pink gets me totally pumped. Totally. And Disturbed, Sound of Silence, really makes me mellow. So you know what? Try those. Maybe they'll work for you. I hope so. Let me know. I'd appreciate that. And until we meet next time, have an awesome day. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be cool. My donation information is underneath if you'd like to donate to the channel. And we will talk soon. Ciao for now.